everybody, it's Patty. Just coming at you because I am just moving right along with all of my projects here, and I wanted to get started on, I believe number 4 is the project that I'm doing. So let me just turn down my phone volume here because I forgot to do that with my last video, and I don't want to be interrupted. So on this one, I just finished up my candy bowls, which I showed off in a prior video, and I can actually show those to you guys really super quick, and then I'll get started on the gypsy skull. So here are the candy bowls. I don't know if you guys can see them. There are 3 of them. They're actually really cool. Had fun making them. Very easy DIY Dollar Tree candy bowl. Okay, let's get back over here and get started. I'm going to go ahead. I have more where I am going to be making some more of the witch skulls using the wine glasses, plastic wine glasses. So on this one, what I'm going to do is I did buy some of the decorated skull scarf material, which I just love. From Dollar Tree, so $1. I bought a pack of beads. So I'm going for kind of a gypsy New Orleans vibe again with this one. So what I've done already is I went ahead, hot glued. You can use craft glue or your hot glue gun, doesn't matter. Hot glued the skull to the top. Started wrapping the scarf around the skeleton's head. I'm going to go ahead, pin it down just a little bit more on this side right here. Then I'm going to give it a cute little tie and embellish it with some of the beads. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start embellishing the actual cup. And these have just turned out so amazing. I love them. So I'm really glad I'm doing these. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck it in, kind of gather it like, you know, you're putting a scarf on your own head. Like this, kind of give it a twist. So you can either twist it up like your skull is wearing a head wrap, kind of wrap it into a bun, or you can go ahead and tie it like if it were a scarf. So this is what it would look like if it were a head wrap, like that, and then you could embellish the little bun. Or you can leave it down, take a zip tie, which you get at the Dollar Tree as well, the thinner zip ties, leave it down, kind of piratey. I think I'm actually going to leave it down because it adds a little more effect. So I'm going to grab one of my little zip ties here. I think I have them in here, but let me just double check. Nope. I had them over here in my craft area. So I'm just going to grab one of my white ones, bunch it together. It's just a little zip tie. It's from the Dollar Tree. So they're $1. They come in different sizes. So you can get thick ones or short ones. So I'm going to go ahead and zip tie this scarf. And nobody's going to be able to see it because what I'm going to do is embellish it with the beads around the zip tie. So you're not even going to be able to tell there's a zip tie, but it's going to give it a really nice, snug little fit. So let me go ahead, pull that nice and tight. So now my skull has a little poof going on there, which is kind of cool. You can just take your normal craft scissors and cut these because they're not hard to cut at all. Oops, something flew. Then I'm going to take it and probably try to turn that zip tie down just a tad. There we go. Make sure my scarf is on nice and tight. It is. So then I'm going to choose a bead. Because this scarf is super colorful, I have a lot of choices. So for me, I think I'm going to do a pink. And I'm just going to kind of do a pink around there. So what I'm going to do is cut these beads just like that. So I get about a 2-inch little gap here. And I'm going to put some hot glue on the top here. I'm going to start putting my beads so that it can cover that zip tie and you won't be able to see it. Try not to burn yourself. The hot glue guns are hot. Then I'm going to flip my skull and just keep gluing. Glue it all the way around. Don't worry about the strands of glue if they're, getting everywhere. You don't have to worry about that. You can pull those off later. Flip it down. I had a little extra, so I'm just going to go ahead and tuck that in right there because it looks super cute. Now, if you wanted to add any other colors, if you have your beads of all different shapes and colors, you could add a little more and embellish a little bit more. Like I have blues and greens, but I'm just going to do the pink for now. So now I have her head wrap on. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my beads and I am going to, let's see, are we going to be more creative and add some maybe around? No, I don't like that. I think what I'll do now is take maybe my green. The green is super pretty. Actually, no, I'm going to use the blue. And I'm going to wrap the rim of the neck with the blue, beading. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start up here at the top with my glue. And I'm just going to start with a nice little rim of glue. And then I'm going to get my beads, start at the back, push them down. And then I'm just going to twirl my beads around, lay her down, and then I'm going to just keep wrapping. All the way until the rim of the neck of the glass is covered. I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful Saturday. Where I live, it's a little overcast, kind of cloudy, which is unusual weather for us because we normally are very hot weather all the time, never fails. And so it has been extremely nice to have some cooler weather, especially since it's that time of year. So I'm really enjoying the weather. I wish it would rain. That would be even nicer, but that doesn't seem to be happening. And that's okay. So, I'll just take 70-degree weather instead of 100. That to me sounds a lot better. So you just want to, like I said, keep putting the glue and then just kind of twirl your beading around, letting it stick as best it can. And don't, like I said, don't worry about those hot glue strands. We'll get those off. We will get those off. There is no need to fret. So I'm almost done with this strand here. I'm going to just kind of put it on there as best I can. Okay, I need another glue stick. I seem to go through these quite a bit and a little bit extra with my hot glue gun. Definitely don't need as much as I put on here. But it's okay. All right, so there you go. Now we have our neck. So can you see that? Can you see that the neck is in there now? Perfect. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take the pink again, because I have not put the pink, and I'm going to start going down the rim, is down the actual base of the cup as best I can with the pink until I have no more. And then I will add in another color. And I'm leaving a gap in between the first layer, the last layer of blue beads and the first layer of the pink. And the reason I'm doing that is because I do have some other jewels that I would like to put in between these, which are a little bit more eccentric looking and glitzy. So by doing that, it's going to really, really make this creation pop a little. Okay. Now I've gotten to my side here. I'm going to put her down. And you don't have to make a her. You can do this scarf creation with any scarf. It does not have to be a girly scarf. It could be, you could make a pirate. You could use the other scarves that are there at the Dollar Tree. I think there's one with pumpkins. There's one with cats. There's all types. So you can use a headband, like a bandana, and turn it into like a biker skull. They're just really neat. And what I do after I finish them, I will show you the other two that I've made. I have a goth one, and then I also have a skull, not gypsy, but another one that's really blinged out with recycled costume jewelry. So I put an LED underneath, and I sit them on, you know, bookshelf, my mantle, anywhere where I just want to add a little pop of Halloween theme is where they go. And this, I think, adds a new flair to some of the Halloween decorations that are out there, because a lot of them, you know, they're not like this. And I really feel like this is a really neat project. And because I got everything at the Dollar Tree, it's doable for a lot of people. You know, with the holidays coming, a lot of people are saving. You know, Christmas is coming, and if you're not somebody who plans ahead, you know, starting August, September, you're starting to really focus on putting that money aside for Christmas. So really the other holidays don't get as much attention, and that's okay. So I wanted to come up with a way for people to decorate with something new and unique. Not just the average of what you find in the stores, but by taking what's in the stores and actually creating something. So that's where I got with the pink. Now that I'm done with the pink, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab my bag. So what I'm going to do now actually is take the blue again, cut it in half. Oh, I think I'm already in half. Yep. And I'm going to start hot gluing that again. And I'm going to wrap it as best I can all the way around again. Trying to make this fast too, because I know a lot of people don't have a lot of time, so you don't want to spend 30 minutes watching my tutorial. However, you know, a lot of people wake up in the middle of the night because they can't sleep. And I'm just saying that Patty B Crafting or Getting Crafty with Patty, those are great videos to watch. You're going to learn something and they'll entertain you. So make sure you go on YouTube and you subscribe to my channel. Occasionally, I'm going to have giveaways on the crafts that I've made. I also, anything that I make, I also am selling. So if something interests you, You just have to make a comment or message me. You can like and follow my Facebook page, which is Patty B Crafting. It also might be under Getting Crafty with Patty. If you like and subscribe, I would appreciate that. That way I know who's liking what I'm doing. And if you leave comments or, you have suggestions on something else that might really enhance the project, I'm always open to suggestions. Creative minds, having more than one, can create some pretty awesome stuff. So I think that when everybody gives their opinion in a constructive manner, that some really neat things can happen and be created. So just letting you know. Once I get to the end of this last strand I have here that I'm going to start putting on, what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to add, I believe, a little bit of mesh. I'm trying to decide because as I get crafting, sometimes what I want to do changes. My imagination gets going and then I go, oh, you know what? I think I want to change that up a little. And when I do that, sometimes I have to put the brakes on and choose a different route. So I can't decide if I'm going to do a mesh with some skulls on it, or if I'm going to add more of this scarf, but to the bottom, like a skirt almost. I very well may do that, just because I feel like it might kind of tie it all in together, which would be really cool, in my opinion. So, like I said, I'm trying to make this quick. Okay. So as you can see, I've got beading on the neck and a little bit on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to put her right there. I also have some beautiful flowers right here, actually. I'm going to put these in. Let's see how they look. No, I'm not going to do that because I don't like the way they look. Let me get my jewels. Be right back. Here's my bag of costume jewelry. I actually have these diamond eyes that are not diamond eyes. They're kind of a blue crystal. Can you see this? I'm going to put those in her eyes. So let's do that right now. I got to figure it out to where they're going to fit and not look weird. There we go. All right, so you can do a little hot glue on these guys. Just kind of, with the skull, it's a little hard because the eyes are not like that easy to hold in place. As you can see, it fell right out. So we're gonna have to rim it up here a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Got one in there. And any little strands of your glue that are driving you nuts, you can peel all that out later. You don't need to worry about it. Just got to get it going because I don't want to be on here too long to where I don't have anybody watching and I'm already heading into 20 minutes. So I know that I need to get a move on. Okay, so here it is. This is it. Now her eyes are in. Pretty awesome. Okay, I also have these little skulls. Found these on discount. So with these, I'm going to wrap these around this area here in the center, just because they are so cute. There we go. I'm going to put a little dab of glue here at the end so that the little skulls don't fall off. Actually, I'm going to take them off individually, pop a little glue, and stick these little fellas right here. Yep, there's one. They come right off, so super cute when I show you how this is going to go. Okay, so I'm just going to show you real quick. Those are the little skulls. I'm going to put them around here. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. In about 20 minutes, I will let you know how it's going.